have an exciting video today. We're gonna do a review of Club de Golf La Mirage, the Arizona course. This course is spectacular, it's beautiful, it is challenging. There's a lot of trees, there's a lot of water. However, I think you can make this course super fun by teeing it forward on purpose so that you can hit more irons, more 3-woods, less driver, because you want to play this course because of its spectacular beauty, its iconic holes. There's some iconic looking awesome holes. We're gonna do a review on all those, but make sure you stay till the end because I have a special offer for you to book a tee time here. So you don't want to miss that out. So make sure to stay till the end because I want to give you this offer because it's going to make a big difference in your experience here. So let's dive into the video. Let's dive into this course review. Here we go. This is number 1, and as you can tell, there's a lot of trees. It's beautiful. There is some water, as you can see on the left, but these fairways are quite wide. I think if you're hitting irons off the tee, 3-woods off the tee, not having to pound a ton of drivers, I think you're really gonna enjoy this golf course. As you can see, this first hole is only 310 yards, the next one's only 370, so it's a pretty short golf course. It is a position course, but I think you'll highly enjoy playing it. Let's hit a couple shots off number 1, and then we're gonna jump into some of its most iconic holes. We're gonna start off with a little bit of a flyover here so you can kind of get the sense of what this golf course is like. Wide fairways here, are some traps, you'll see some trees, you'll see some pretty undulated greens, but besides that, you're gonna enjoy the journey of playing this course. Let me hit a couple shots to kind of show you what it's like to play this course. To start off this hole, I'm just gonna hit a driving iron. It's only 212 yards to get to 100 yards, so I'm just gonna hit me a little knockdown driving iron right down the middle. Hopefully. All right, put it down there about 200 yards. This is a practice mode, so it's not actually gonna go on to the next hole. But as you can see, if you're hitting some driving irons into the green, it's a very easy golf course to manage. Now I'm gonna go drop a ball about 100 yards. We're gonna hit a couple of iron shots to kind of show you how the green slope, and then we're gonna go find some iconic holes. I've dropped this ball about 100 yards away from the green. As you can tell, the greens are actually fairly big. So at least you're not hitting into some super tiny greens. That pin's in the back there. I'm gonna see if I can't get it all the way back there. There we go. And these sit just a little bit. Not bad. As you can tell, it's got pretty big greens. Greens aren't too hard to hit, but now let's go find some iconic holes because there's several of them. All right, this is number 6. It's only 335 yards, but there is a demanding tee shot here, really just not going too far. The fairway's pretty wide, but it's not gonna be too difficult to hit if you're just hitting an iron off the tee, but you have to make sure you don't go too far. Then you're coming into kind of a slender green, but if you can get it down there towards the edge of the fairway, you're gonna have a pretty short shot into the green. Let's hit a couple of tee shots, and then we're gonna hit a couple shots into the green. I'm just gonna hit myself a little knockdown 3-wood. Not gonna try to hit it just crazy hard because I don't need to go any more than about 245, 250 yards. I'm just gonna hit a little trapped knockdown 3-wood. I actually put a little fade on it, but because that fairway's so wide, I'm 100% getting away with it. Didn't put me in too bad of a position. So again, not having to hit driver every hole is something that's gonna be really fun on this course because then you're gonna have some really short shots into the holes and potentially shoot a really low score. I just placed the ball about the same position I hit that tee shot. I have 103 yards. It's 6 feet uphill, pins towards the back, so I need to make sure I get it back there. But I definitely can miss a little bit left to put it more in the middle if I end up not having the best shot. But I got 103. I'm actually gonna use my 50 degree here. See if I can't put it all the way back there towards the hole. Looks like it's gonna be pretty good. Get up there. Not a bad shot. That's a fun hole. I wanted to take a moment to give you a special offer. I wanna offer you 2 hours of golf, but I wanna give you 15% off the bar. I want you to come in here and enjoy yourself, have a good time, enjoy a beer, enjoy a cocktail, whatever that may look like. I want you to take the time to come enjoy, entertain some friends. So there's a link down below where you can click. If you click that link below to book your reservation, that 2-hour reservation, your ticket will be at 15% off at the bar. So give that a shot. Let's dive into the video again. don't forget that link's down below. 7, it's 172 yards, and take a look at this. This is a beautiful hole over the water. Obviously, there's a lot of trouble left and short, so missing it a little bit long and right is not a bad deal. But I really do think this is a hole that you're gonna enjoy playing, and especially if you tee it more forward. Right now, the tips is only 172 yards, so if you play a little more forward, you're looking at probably 130, 140 yard shot, which is pretty easy to manage versus hitting a crazy long shot like 190 to 200 yard shot. I have 172 yards. This course is at sea level, so I'm gonna have to play about 8 to 9 yards more because of sea level, and I definitely don't want to be short here. So I'm actually gonna make sure I push this ball a little bit to the right. I don't want to have anything to do with that pin because the goal here is just to stay dry. I'm gonna aim the sim a little bit to the right, and then I'm gonna fire my shot towards the middle of the green. Looks pretty good. Needs to sit down a little bit. Definitely hit that a little bit deep. I caught all that ball. I didn't need quite that much club. Let's go on to the next hole. Number 8 is a short hole over the water, only 308 yards. You only have to carry it like 190 yards just to get over the water if you're playing a little forward. Then you got to jump over a bunker onto the green. Pretty wide green here. But this is going to be a fun hole, fun position hole where you can hit an iron or maybe even a 3-wood off the tee. I'm going to hit my driving iron again off the tee. It goes about 220 when I catch it, super solid. So let's see if I can put this in the fairway. There's a good tee shot right there. It's going to carry about 210, roll out to probably 225, 230. Perfect shot, and I'm gonna have a short shot into this next hole. Okay, pin's right in the middle. I have 79 yards, pretty much dead flat. I'm even with the hole as far as elevation. I'm gonna see if I can't fly it a little 60-degree wedge down into this hole. Not too bad, it's a little short. Obviously, that's sitting a little bit on a slope right there. Pretty good shot though. We're gonna jump over to number 14. It's a par 3. From the tips, it's only 141 yards. As you can see, there's lots of water, kind of a skinny little green, kind of this little bean-shaped green, but a spectacular view. Let's hit a couple shots into this green. I have a pitching wedge in my hand. I'm gonna try to play a little bit of a draw, aim a little right, and try to pinch a little draw into this green. Come back a little bit, a little more, a little more, a little more, a little more. Oh, just a hair short. Not a bad shot though. Now we're off to number 15. It's a par 4, just a little over 300 yards. But as you can tell, this is definitely a position hole. You got some rough in the middle. It makes a little added feature to it. Then you have a tree, and then you have this perfectly almost rounded green. Definitely something you want to throw just in the middle of the green, but first you got to get through all the rough and the tree and the water left, so definitely going to want to be hitting an iron off the tee. Again, if you're playing it forward, you don't have to hit long clubs. You can just position it into the fairway and then hit it onto the green on your next shot. As I'm trying to make my decision on what club to hit, I can definitely be hitting like probably a 6-iron or something off the tee to put it in this wide area. Or if I want to take a risk and get into some of this rough and take it past the tree, I can probably hit a 3-wood. So you got to take on your risk. If I hit the 3-wood, there's a chance I'm in the rough, and there's a chance I can hit it in the water. However, I could have a shot under 100 yards. I think I'm going to hit the 3-wood and take on the risk and try to put it down here to potentially have a really, really short shot. But let's see how that pans out. Let's give it a shot. All right, let's see if I can pound my 3-wood down there, put myself in a good position. That should be pretty decent. Oh, don't cut too much on me. May get away with it. A little bit in the rough, not too bad, but I should have a nice shot into the green. It looks like I have 127 yards, only have 94% power, so I'm losing 6% of my distance. So 6% of 120 yards, I can do the math, but I'm gonna probably play it like 135 out of this rough. Ball's also a little below my feet, so it's gonna wanna go a little bit to the right. So I'm gonna play this like 135, probably 140 to get it into the middle of the green, because I definitely don't wanna be challenging that front pin location. I just really need to get it into that back part of the green. I'm actually gonna choose a 9-iron, make about a 3/4 swing, and let it tail off towards the middle of the green. Yeah, that slope's kind of pushing it to the right. Sit down just a little bit. Middle slightly back, definitely a safe shot. But as you can tell, that hole has a lot of fun challenges when getting it in play and then onto the green. I hope you loved this review of Club de Golf La Mirage, the Arizona golf course. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's a gorgeous golf course, a little bit difficult, but again, tee it forward, make sure it's fun. We don't need to make this hard, we need to make it fun. You're coming in here to have fun. Tee it up a little ways so that you don't have to always hit driver, because obviously if I were to have to hit driver, there'd be some holes I'd definitely struggle on. But if you're wanting to play kind of a position course, a course that's beautiful, give this course a shot, because I'm telling you, as you can see with some of those spectacular holes, it's gorgeous, it's fun. The greens aren't crazy hard to hit because they're big enough. Besides that, we'll see you next time. Peace.